Me, the hard part isn't even the visualizing, my new dream reality. It's the believing that after it's visualized, that it was real, and then like remembering to go back to it. Like, it's remembering that imagination is real. It is reality. It is reality. To like really stand firm in that and be like, no, that shit happened. That shit happened. That is truth. That is what I'm getting, period. That's it. I saw it. I'm getting it. End of story. And that is really hard for me. And I'm hoping that it eases up soon, because that shit's killing me. Okay. It's like, it's not the visualizing all these different fucking timelines and the parallel universes. It's not that shit. It's the having conviction that like, yep, that actually was real. And so I just need to believe it. I just need to believe it. Because otherwise it feels like like wishful thinking, or like it's just imaginary. And it's like, oh, that would be nice. But, and it's like, it pisses me off. And it's because it is real. And I know it is, like, logically, like I know the law, right? So I understand that it really is reality. Your imagination is reality. Like, I know that it is. But it's like reminding yourself throughout the day, like, no, that shit happened. That's real. I see it. I want it. I got it. That's it. End of story. Like, that is how much is my bank account, because I say so. That is how many YouTube subscribers I have, because I say so. That is the text messages I just got from my soulmate, because I say so. Like, and then really firmly standing in that and being like, okay, don't give a fuck what your bank account shows right now. Like, don't look at the bank app. don't look at your cell phone to see if, oh, did I get a mix? I bet you I didn't get a missed text from him. Yeah, well, that is also a reality where you didn't get a text. And if you look at your phone, it's going to solidify that reality for you, that he did not text you, right? But it's like, for me, really the toughest part is just consistently remembering that, like, oh yeah, it's real because I say it is. It's real because I say it is. It's real because I saw it in my imagination, and that's it. End of story. But, I mean, society did a really horrible job at convincing us that imagination is not real. It's just like, oh, that's wishful thinking. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, it would be fucking nice. That's why the Holy Spirit laid it on your heart for you to have it. Yeah, it would be nice. Somewhere, some reality of you, some version of you has that thing. That's why you saw it in the first place. You're allowed to have it. You're allowed to have it the second you see it. The second you see it, all creation is finished. So that means that it's already there. It's already one reality you're experiencing. You can have it now. You just have to tune into the thoughts. And this is also where I've learned recently, like, so that's not even that's not even the hardest part. Then you have to think from that reality all the time, like remind yourself constantly, like, wow, I do have that much in my bank account. It really is that easy to manifest money. Or, wow, he really is obsessed with me. My God, he really never stops calling me. Like, you have to think thoughts from that reality so that your consciousness shifts to that version of you that already has that thing. Because the version of you that has that thing is already thinking those thoughts, right? So in order to be that person, you have to shift to the state of who you're being. Who are you? Are you the one that's pursued and chased and adored and like obsessed with? Or are you impoverished and poor and always wondering where your next money is going to come from? And like, you know what I mean? It really is a state of mind, but the state is really, who are you being? Are you being a single woman or man? Or are you being the one that's in a fully committed relationship with a ring on your finger? Who are you being? What state are you in? Right? It's a state of being. It's a state of who are you being. So remember it like that. A state is a state of being. It's a state of reality. It's a state of who are you being. So the best tip for you, the best technique I would say, is to consistently remind yourself that you're thinking from being in a commitment, not of commitments, right? Oh, watching a love movie or seeing a couple in the park holding hands. That's cute, but that's not you. You have to fully embody the state of, I am it. I am in a relationship. Like, yeah, it's great to watch two lovebirds, but it's like, no, I am in a relationship though. I am said lovebird. I am chosen. I am desired. I am top priority. I'm already married. I'm already walking down the aisle right now, right? It's so, think from that state of being that you are. And that right there lately has been a lot easier for me, but it's the convincing myself that the vision I saw was real. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why I do that to myself. It's like I see it, it's there. It's like I can touch, taste, smell it, hear it. I can feel it so viscerally. But then it's like throughout the rest of the day, I'm just like, oh, that would be nice. Must be nice. Like, bitch, it is nice. It is nice. That's why your Holy Spirit higher self freaking told you that you could have it. So it is nice. Oh, must be nice to have like $100 million in your freaking bank account. Well, the fact that you even see it and have it and imagine it and desire it and crave it is already proof positive that it exists somewhere. Right? And so that for me is like one of the toughest things. I have to keep reminding myself, like, imagination is real. It just happened. I heard it. I saw it. I sensed it. I smelled it. I tasted it. I felt it. I experienced it. It's real. And then just like consistently stay in that, like loop it over and over and over and over. Like, it's real. It's real. That's how much I have in my bank account. That's how much I have. Like, if you ever want to go look at your bank app and you feel like you're scared to, go in your mind and give yourself right then what it is you're trying to find when you look at your bank app. Because what you're trying to find on your bank app is confirmation that what you're seeing in your mind is real. But you are the confirmation. You are that validation. You don't need 3D validation. Your imagination is the validation. So the second you want to open that bank app and find out how much money you have, just open it in your mind. In your imagination. Like, see it in your mind right then. And remind yourself, like, oh yeah, I do have that much. Yeah, I have that much. So consistently do that for a couple days and see how it treats you. It's gonna work wonders, I think, if we could just keep remembering that your imagination really is reality. It's as easy as that. It's like the 3D that you're seeing in front of you. It looks more real because it's here in the physical and it's tangible and it's things you've seen every day. It looks more real, but this is the Matrix. Don't get caught up in the Matrix, Neo. Your imagination is real. Your imagination is more real than this shit is. This is played out. This is a loop. You're in a loop, a consistent cyclical loop. You need to change the screen, the movie screen, by changing the film roll. And you go into the film roll by going into your imaginal act and seeing, oh my God, I have that much money. Wow, that's amazing. Affirm it repeatedly throughout the day as much as you can, okay? And don't beat yourself up when you look at the 3D, because everybody does. You live here. Like, you live in the world, not of it. You live in the 3D. Like, it's not your fault that you thought this shit was real. It's not. It's an illusion. This is the great deception that the Bible talks about, in my opinion. This is the great deception. People have their opinion about that, but I think the 3D matrix itself is the great deception. Believing that it's real. Your imagination's real, honey. And it's time we start remembering that. And reminding ourselves consistently, like, oh yeah, that's how much and this is why your affirmations repeatedly on loop is a good idea, right? To affirm constantly throughout the day if you can, or do an imaginal act with like, feel it, hear that person, hear your phone alert go off when they text you, right? Or like actually look them in the eyes when you're at down the aisle with them, you know, or whatever. Put yourself in that as much as you can, like feel it viscerally, like actually feel some of the 5 senses, right? I feel like that helps so much more convince your subconscious that, like, oh yeah, that's right, that is reality. It is reality because I fucking felt it and I saw it and it is real. So I think that's the key here, is if you add more like tones, what is it called? Tones of reality? Is that what it is? Tonality? Tonality? Tones of reality, I think is what it is. It's like, I can't remember what it's called. I'm trying to remember when you add like a few of your 5 senses in with it. Like really, really taste that food that you're wanting to have, you know, or hear your person's voice on the phone, right? Don't just hear them in your head telepathically, because this is one thing. This right here is getting me completely wrecked. This is going to change the game for me, and I know it. I was just always hearing my twin flame telepathically, and I thought that was enough to get him to call me. Because I keep hearing him say, I love you, I want you, you're so great, like in my head. But like to actually manifest it in the 3D, I have to hear him say it like in person. I have to hear his voice. I have to imagine him being on the phone with me, like getting a text message with that, you know? It's like hearing it telepathically is one thing, but actually solidifying it in the 3D is something completely different. So I'm going to try getting a phone call from him, like actually hearing his voice on the phone. I think that's a total game changer. I actually just started doing that like an hour ago. So I hadn't even done that. How weird is that, huh? I'm sitting here saying like, oh my God, I want him back. I want him back. And it's been weeks, like 3 weeks or some shit. And I want him back. I want him back. And I hadn't even tried it really at all. Not even once, I don't think, hearing his voice on the phone. Right? That's crazy. That's crazy. I've visualized living with him. I've visualized touching his body and him touching me, but I haven't like actually heard him, like his voice saying the things that I want him to say. So I'm going to try this and see how that goes. But I just kind of wanted to, you know, tell you guys it's okay. It happens to everybody. You forget that your imagination is reality. It happens, but it's okay. Just remember that that is truth. Your imagination is reality. It's more real than this is. So try it. Try to like hear a couple, put a couple senses in when you visualize, okay? Really try to see what their eyes look like when you're walking down the aisle, you know? Like what is they're smiling because they love you and they're excited that you're their wife, right? So try to visualize with some of your senses, okay? See how that goes. And same with me when it comes to my bank account. Like, I really need to start seeing it bigger, like bigger and better. And not really check the 3D so much. Like, I don't need to check that shit. I am my validation. I am the one that says it's this dollar amount. I'm the one that says it's this over and over and over. Oh my God, that's how much money I have in my account. That's how much money I have in my account. And you really need to just like solidify it by maybe even visualizing with your, like when you visualize, actually hear yourself say like, wow, that's a lot of money. Wow, it really is so easy for me to manifest money. Or wow, I really do always have a lot of money. Try to add some emphasis in, you know, use one of your 5 senses when you try to visualize, if you guys want to. But yeah, I thought I would just tell you that even I'm struggling with remembering that the imagination is real. And I know the law, and yet it still fucking trips me up. So anyway, I hope it helps, guys. I love you a lot. I hope you have a great night. Take care. Bye.